Ho, ho, ho.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of DownUnder Podcast. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year's. It's a great time to share with your friends and family, and to
It's a great time to be alive.
And yes, sir, it is a
time to be
great
alive.
time to be alive. So, always remember to. I know this isn't Thanksgiving, but be grateful, be thankful for what you guys have. So,
Facts.
100%.
Like as he said, welcome. This podcast is going to be a little weird. This is what my goal for this podcast was, but because I added these bozos, it's gone somewhere else.
Hello,
bozo.
Christmas hats with a Christmas tree sitting
There
next
is
to us.
no sports-related content this podcast.
Hassan, have you ever seen Christmas Vacation?
No.
Christmas
Just stay
vacation.
tuned.
That is a problem.
Just stay tuned. My name
Griswold.
My name is Hassan, aka Naughty.
My name's Sam, a.k.a. What does it say on the top of my head?
I've been good.
I've been good.
Sam
My
has
name
been
is
good.
Jake, rocking the boomer Santa hat.
I almost said beanie.
And my name's Carter, baby. Bah humbug.
Look at the camera.
Bah humbug.
It's still tilted.
There it is, right there. Is it tilted or is it good?
It's good. It's good.
No, you're
Tilted
good,
like tilted towers.
All right, guys. Let's just get into it.
Hey, yo, play for it.
Basically, this podcast we're just no notes, pretty much nothing. I don't know why.
Off the
Raw
top.
and uncut.
Off the
Raw
dome,
and cut off the
cut.
top.
Raw, uncut. It's just gonna be our reflection of this year, lessons we learned. It was a big year for all of us. We graduated high school. Carter got drafted into the MLB. We started college, so we're gonna reflect on our first semester, the big transition, and anything really.
What's next for all of us?
So I'm gonna start it off. Just rip off the Band-Aid. What is the biggest lesson you guys learned this year? It could be good. It could be bad. And you don't have to tell us how you learned it. Just tell us the biggest lesson you learned this year.
Biggest lesson.
No, we'll start this way. Carter, you go first.
All right, I got mine. The biggest lesson I learned this year, which had to do partially with the pandemic, was to not take moments and things for granted, because a lot of it changes and it can change super fast. By the
totally
snap
agree.
of fingers, as we can see, everything changed. So, to do with even like just high school, like having an all messed up, like partially online year, which I actually second semester was all online. So then, summer baseball. I didn't play too much in summer this year just because it was my draft year, but basically just leading up, it was huge. It was really different because a lot of things were, it was starting to open up a little bit more, but everything was just different. So I just learned not to take many things for granted, and to try to make the best out of every moment, even if it wasn't super fun. Just learn to love the things that you don't want to do, because in the end it's something that you are going to end up looking back on, and if you didn't cherish it, you're going to wish that you did. So
That is well said. By the way, you cannot repeat what somebody else said. Think of something new.
Yeah.
But because I was going to say that, but that's well said, Jake.
What is this? My
Your biggest lesson this
biggest
year
lesson.
could be good, could be bad.
Life
My
lesson.
biggest life lesson from the year 2021 is that the sun will always shine tomorrow.
I like
Amen.
that.
Today is today, tomorrow is tomorrow. Don't let today dictate tomorrow.
I like it.
You know what that gives me vibes of that black and white picture of the portrait guy and then the quotes in white like he died, like Martin Luther King. You know what? I have a dream. Nothing like that at all. I'm just saying. Is that all?
I like that one.
So,
All right,
That's a good one.
I'm going to read mine off my phone because I saw this earlier. It was never about having the time, so I'm just going to read this real quick.
No, you're good.
Remember that little lie that we all used to tell ourselves, that one that one about all the things we would do if we just had some more time? Well, think about all the time we just sat there in our houses and we're sitting back, oh, now I have time to work out. Now I have the time to do more schoolwork. Now I have time to hang out with friends. Now I have time to do this. So it's never about time for me, and I think that's really what the pandemic taught me, is especially when I was in isolation. Not in isolation, but just
Alone and
not with everyone. I had a lot more time to do things that I never thought before. It kind of goes off of Jake's thing, like time don't stop for anybody, so you got to go out there and go get what you need. Go get
Make
your
the
bread.
most
You
of
gotta
your
go get it,
time.
man.
Go get it.
Be a breadwinner.
Yes, sir.
Go in your bread.
That's it.
I like that. That's really well said. Okay, so mine is a little more down, but it is in no direction of anything, no direction of anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look at me like that. I've just learned I've just learned through the last few years.
You're my dad. Boogie woogie woogie.
You're my dad.
I've just learned over the last few years, and thank you, especially this year after everybody.
He's eating burgundy sauce.
After everything happened with high school to college transition, that it's okay, and it's okay to that not everyone is for you, friendships wise especially.
Mm-hmm.
Not everything works out for you friendship wise, and like that song goes on, the show goes on.
Mm-hmm.
Like what
life goes on,
and it's okay.
And it's okay not to be okay.
It is okay not to be okay. I learned that the hard way, because I always thought you had to be this perfect rich kid, like that was just my statue of myself. And like what Carter said, bouncing off the pandemic, you lose a lot of friends, you gain a lot of friends, but it's okay it's okay to lose people, and it's okay not to be okay.
It's okay to better yourself moving on from past relationships.
It's okay to take some time to yourself.
100%.
It's okay to take a step back and get your SHIT together and then come back.
I think and if you lose friends because of that, that's a good thing, because
It is a good thing. That's growth.
you don't want somebody to be your friend and then not be your friend when you need to take some time to yourself. I mean, your real friends will always be there and say, yeah, take as much time as you need. I mean, just literally let me know if you need anything. So.
You see, I always thought there has to be day ones, but when I'm thinking about it, I don't think I have a day one. Like when I think of it, like when I actually start opening my social circle, I think of you guys as my day ones. But are you guys actually my day ones? You guys are the guys who in less time have done more than people I've known more. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what makes a true bond and a friendship. And it's okay if you lose some people like that.
Always make sure you watch who's not clapping in your corner when you're winning.
Yep.
There's always people in your circle who
won't clap for you when you're winning, but they'll clap to your face, but they won't clap while you're winning.
I truly believe in quality over quantity. I don't snap people.
Copyright.
Hold on.
That's
I'm gonna quote Lil Durk.
this boy's quoting Lil Durk.
Let me quote Juice WRLD real quick. I'm already dead.
All girls are the same.
All girls. Oh, I'm not gonna say that. I mean, they are.
Gotta find it though.
No shade.
Stop it.
If you guys can hear the NBA game going on in the background, it's a great game.
Portland Suns.
The TV
Here we
remote
go.
is over there, so we can't mute it.
You want me to?
Do you want to turn it off?
Yeah, we at least mute it just in case it ruins the audio.
Hit us.
From Lil Durk, he said, I'm gonna bleep out I'm gonna replace some of the bad words. But he said, people ain't for you, people ain't loyal, people don't love you. They're gonna turn your back on you when they find out that you're losing.
Yeah.
Something that I like about that is, I mean, obviously you're gonna have people that do love you, support you, all that stuff, but it's the people that don't support you when you're down. That's where you kind of, I guess, find out who the real people are. And I learned that a lot with baseball. When I wasn't playing as great and I wasn't getting the hype that I usually got, people didn't, there were some people that just stopped talking to me.
And then getting walked 3 times a game.
Yeah. And then when I'm pretty sure I broke the freaking United States record for walks in a season. But other than that, people wouldn't talk to me as much, or it would be some people, they would be like they just wouldn't even acknowledge me or whatever, forget about me, push me to the side. But then when they see I get a big accolade or a big accomplishment,
Right.
they'll text me, call to me, be like, yo, we gotta hang soon, bro, love what you're doing, you're on top, stuff like that. So really you start to take notice of it. So
You see that on a lot of social media posts too.
Social media is fake.
Social
It's
media.
ruining society.
I know that's kind of getting
builds.
off the whole like.
No, like it's completely. This is a reflection of this year.
Yeah.
This year, like you know, social media is fake. It builds fake bonds, fake relationships, a fake image.
I love it, but I hate it.
Like for instance, like I'm just gonna take you because you're got a bigger platform than us three. But I'm just saying,
You're eating my pomegranate.
like I'll see. You know, I think you turn your comments off, but like before you turn your comments off, there's people that I have never even heard of. They're
Yeah,
like,
that's why I turn
they're
my
like-
comments off.
they're like, "Oh yeah, Carter, good job," or "Loved what you're doing," or you know, just something to that extent. And I'm sitting here going, not that it makes me mad, but I'm sitting here going, "Who are you guys? I've never ever once heard of you or heard from you or
Yeah, that's why-
seen you checking in on Carter." Or
That's why I turned my comments off, because I used to
It's
have
just
them on because I
fake.
like to see them and stuff, like, oh, all these people supporting me, but
I didn't
no,
I didn't like looking at it anymore because what have they done? Like, I haven't done anything.
No.
Like, but that's just me. That's why I turned my comments off. I'm starting to dial back on social media a little bit. I mean, I'm still on Twitter, Instagram, and all
Right.
that stuff. But I'm not like I'll post something on Instagram, but I'll turn the comments off so it can just be that post. Like,
Right.
The thing is with social
Like
media is what I
life updates.
learned, and this is just me, is that like from what I've learned, and I'm gonna get a little too deep right here, but like some people I've met, and it's unfortunate that I met them, but like I don't know how to explain this, but like I don't know, I'm not even gonna mention it because then
People have this persona online that they have to live up to this standard. And when you realize that people don't need to live up to such a standard, you just have to do you and stop giving a bleep what everyone thinks about you.
Yep.
And the quicker you get to that understanding and that realization, the better off you will be in the long run.
everyone who is successful in life doesn't care, and everyone's got their different versions of successful, right? Like for Carter's, it'd be obviously making it to the major leagues, being, so on and so
he's
forth.
found great success, but
Right.
I'm pretty sure this is not where you.
No,
want
this
to
is not your
stop.
end goal.
No, yeah, that's like there you can have, and I don't want to say that I haven't been successful because I haven't been to the big leagues. Like, I mean,
It's one of your
you
small
can be
goals on the
successful.
road.
You can be successful by getting an A on a test. Like,
Yep.
that's one thing I liked.
It's
to
just
look
the
at
gas in the car to your
You have to.
destination.
Yep.
You have to look at the. You can't look at it in the grand scheme of things. You have to look at it, pick the little things, because the little things mean a lot more than you think. Like, the little things can help. Like, say, I don't know, you work hard in school, you have good grades, and that's a success, and then it leads to getting accepted into the college that you want to go to.
It's
success.
just the gas in the car to your destination.
Right.
Exactly. And and when you look back on it, if say you don't pursue or reach all the goals that you want to reach in life, that doesn't mean you're not successful.
Right.
It just means, I mean, I like to look at it, God changed your plan. Like, He had a plan for you, but you didn't know it, and now you kind of know what
Right.
it is. So,
But like going back to what Jake was saying, successful people figure it out early to not care. Because if Elon Musk, because I don't know if you heard the story, but when Elon was doing the whole, I'm just going to use this as an example, was doing this whole space ideal and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Neil Armstrong and all the top astronauts and I said, no, I don't believe this. This is bullcrap. And I think I saw an interview about it.
It
got to Elon a little bit.
documentary
The guy asked Elon, he's like, what do you
Netflix.
think about that? And Elon started kind of crying a little bit.
It was on a documentary on Netflix.
Yeah.
But like, if Elon cared
'cause
if he cared so much about those guys' opinions, he would have never made it. I mean, look where he is now.
He never would have got SpaceX, and he never would have created
Right.
Tesla, and we wouldn't have electric cars.
Right.
yeah, like Elon, yeah, I know what you're talking about. It was like his like idol, like his
Yeah.
childhood,
His childhood
like, hero or
heroes,
whatever.
yep.
And he basically shot down all of Elon's
I mean, and
ideas,
it
said
got
was
it got
dumb.
to him a little bit, but like at the same time, if all these successful people, if Mike Trout's critics or whoever, if someone said, hey, Mike Trout's not gonna be a good baseball player, and if he bought into that saying, he would never be where he is.
Well, I mean, imagine the person that you look up to the most looking you in the face and saying,
Your idea.
your
sucks.
idea is stupid.
Yep.
But him having the persistence to then say, okay, it's great that you believe that and think that.
But screw you.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Thing is,
respectfully, screw you.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep doing my thing.
when I say this, I'm not comparing myself to Elon Musk because I'm not on their level. But like, I used to care so much beginning of this year. I came into this year caring so much about Snapchat, so much about Instagram. I only posted like every 6 months on Instagram because I'm like, that's Instagram.
Right.
I post more than that.
But that's just me, because you
You've
got
got
an
a
image.
following.
You got an image, you got a following. But, like, then I learned the hard way that it doesn't matter.
No.
It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter who you are. People don't care.
No, they don't.
So why
Everybody's
should I
got their own problems.
I just say, at the end of the day, all Instagram is, all these other social media places are is, like, and then 5 minutes later,
Attention.
they forget about you. They don't even know what the hell you just posted.
Yeah, literally, you'll like post something that's trying to impress so many people. Scroll on it, see it. Nice. Like
Some people don't even look at the
scroll.
post. They just scroll, tap,
Yeah,
scroll,
yeah.
tap.
I mean, that's one
Which is
major
how-
lesson. Another major lesson I learned this year.
Yeah.
And that just goes into another thing we won't get into, but like fake people and all that stuff. But I think senior year into now we matured a lot.
We can go into fake people. I'm not personal life, but there's just in general there's a lot of fake people in this world.
Like I said, I surround myself with quality over quantity.
Yep.
I talk to 4 or 5 different people.
My mom preaches that to me all the time. She says like she is completely fine.
Shout out Deb.
No, she is completely
yeah.
fine, and like my mom
Goat.
is not one to.
Mr. Eblin, fist bump.
My mom is not one to typically. What's the word?
Preach to the choir.
Well, not necessarily that. She'll preach to you guys, but like as far as friends go, she doesn't. I mean, yes, she'll post on social media about her work, but she don't really like. She sees her best friend once every 2 years. But like that's the real close friend she's got, and yes, she's got her other people she talks to, but she doesn't go hang out with them or go out of the way or whatever. Like she always talks to me about how like keeping you guys around me, keeping the people that have the same goals, same mindset, same mentality if you want to look at it that way, and keeping those people around you is way more important than having 100 different friends with 100 different views, 100 different. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. So I don't know. There's a lot of fake people out there that just really don't care about you in general. They either want your attention. Most of the time it is they want your attention.
Or they want the attention that you could potentially bring them.
Yep, 100%.
AKA
you.
clout chasers. I'm not calling anybody that. I'm just saying like
That's we're just talking the
Yeah.
It's just general.
big
general.
scheme of things.
And one thing I like to do is I like to go I like to have 2 different categories, I guess, with the people I talk to. Colleagues, friends.
Yep.
I know it sounds colleagues like
No, that's right.
but it's like colleagues is like
acquaintances. and
yeah, like I like them, they're cool, but like I think of a friend as somebody I'm talking to every day, constantly about everything, always hanging out with. And then a colleague is somebody like, yeah, I'm cool with. Like I see them, I'm like, yo, what's up, dude? Like how you been? All that stuff. But like friends, colleagues, that's kind of what I like to look at it is. And then also with fake people, not even just two-sided, like two-faced people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like there's people that literally have 2 personalities. They have an in-person personality, and then they have a social media personality, which I think is so
And it's
stupid.
insane the difference.
Oh, it
Oh
is.
my god!
You can
It
go
is.
and look at someone on social media like, oh, this person's got whatever, got the looks or what, and then you go look at them in person like, this is not the same person.
Well, you
that
can
I
even
thought
Yeah,
it
you
not
can
even
even break
that,
it
just
down
like-
to like, oh, I see somebody smiling on Instagram. Oh, they
They
must
be happy.
They must be real happy.
Yep,
But really, they could be really struggling.
they got family issues or they got
Things going on
school
inside their
issues.
head.
Right.
But they're posting the pictures of them smiling, so they're giving off the perception to everyone that follows them, hey, I'm so happy. Everybody look at me. I'm so happy.
Yep.
When in reality,
Look at my
that's
house,
not the
look at my
case.
car.
Yes,
Yep.
look at my house. Look at my
all the
possessions.
Look at these
That
things
that I'm
I
showing
have.
off. Look
Yep.
at all.
Look at my
Look at my
booty.
outfit
Look
that
at
I
my booty.
have.
Hey yo,
Look at my booty.
But reality, that's just not the case.
Look at my,
And that's why
Hey,
social media
bro.
has ruined
That's the
society.
truth, though. That's
That-
what they.
that
It
is the
is
truth.
Body. We could have just said body instead of.
Well, some people need to get the point.
body
Well, they do.
attributes.
They do now for sure.
Yeah, now they do.
Thanks, Hassan.
Honestly, this is.
Hey, you've got a car.
it was in no way that way, dude. 2 cars.
You got a nice car.
There you go. Good job.
All right, so let's on the positives theme and thing. I want to switch it up a bit. I was gonna ask y'all, what do you think one of your biggest accomplishments this year is?
Well, we already know cars.
But I want somebody else to tell you what they think and what they're proud of you. Their biggest accomplishment.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
We can do each person because it could be quick.
Can I start?
Go ahead.
You want to do each person, or you just want to choose one?
Because I know one for Carter right away. He might get mad at me for saying this.
No, I wasn't gonna say MLB
Are we
draft.
saying?
No, I'm not saying.
I know.
draft
Are
for
we
him.
saying what we're proud? Like what we're proud of
most proud
ourselves,
of.
and
Of
then
everybody else?
Well, we're most proud of somebody else.
Spread the wealth.
Don't
So
talk
we're
about
going-
yourselves.
Oh, so we're not
for
doing
me,
anything about
here,
ourselves.
I'll mention Carter first. I wasn't gonna say that you got drafted
Okay.
because that's a big deal.
All right.
I think I am, as a friend, I am more proud of how you handled the big stage and the clout and keeping your circle small and remembering where you come from.
Yep.
Yeah, you can spoil yourself as you deserve to. You worked hard for it, but you're not this douchebag.
Right.
Which money changes a lot of people.
Yes.
And that's what I think I am most proud of you about.
100%.
I
And
appreciate it, man.
staying true, like that's pretty much what I was going to say, but staying true to who you are, what you are, your
It's
morals.
so
because
important.
so many people, and like I wasn't worried about that with you,
Oh yeah.
but anybody who gets put in that spot, in that position, like even if I was put in that position, I'd be worried about myself.
yeah.
Because you get the fame, you get the money, everything hits you so much. And so that, like, those first couple of weeks, I was not necessarily nervous, but I was like, all right, we'll see how this goes. And then as you and I were having conversations, and as you and I were still hanging out, and as you, I mean, the best thing I thought is whenever you came home and you texted me, hey, let's hang out. I was like, dude, that shit is cool because
because
Like, you deserved, you can totally go out there and be like, yo, I got drafted. You worked hard for it. But
Yeah.
there's a difference between doing that and just going up to a stranger. Like, I've been out with you in public. The other day we were at Rally House and you were buying Royals gear. You didn't. I was like, what I would have done probably if I'm a immature kid, I was like, I play for the Royals, by the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You don't tell anybody.
Yeah, like honestly, so my view on it, I don't like to I don't know. Like, I don't want to flaunt it because I don't know if I don't really want that kind of attention. I want the attention of, like, the only kind of attention I want from everything that's happened is, oh, he plays for the Royals. That's cool. Like, or he got drafted by the Royals. That's cool. But that doesn't matter as much because he's a really nice person. Because,
genuine.
like, I love when people come up to, like, ask me, like, say, like, they want to take a picture. It happened the other night at my brother's basketball game. They wanted to, like, me and me take a picture, something like that. I love that, but, like, I'm not gonna act like I'm all that when I'm talking to him. I talk to him like a respectful, just normal kid or
Yep.
normal guys. So that's what I like to look at it. And then also when you guys are talking about, like, how money changes you and stuff, I think it's really big on one thing, at least for me, with the people I surround myself with.
Yes.
Going from like you guys, my family, my agent, financial advisor, all that stuff. Like, you need the right people around you that aren't the objective kind of people. Like, they don't care about the objects. They don't care that I got drafted or something like that. They would be friends with me and act the exact same if I were working a 9 to 5 at McDonald's every night. So, like, that's my view.
I mean, I remember before you, like, back in March, every time I saw you on the road, I'd be like, Carter Jensen at McDonald's? You remember that?
Yeah.
Carter Jensen at the intersection?
Like, hey, yo,
Carter Jensen
man.
eating a hot dog right now?
Hey, yo.
Carter Jensen at Noah Eblin's baseball game signing balls for the opposing team.
That was
that
pretty
was
cool,
pretty.
too.
That was funny.
That
But,
was
like,
cool.
I would say, is that the consensus?
I was
here?
gonna say that was for me. It wasn't like I said, it wasn't a worry, but it was like, oh, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And then once you came back, you got close with all of us. It wasn't necessarily a
Yeah, I thought
surprise
you would
to
never
us.
talk to me again when you went there.
I don't think
Like,
you
I
would
mean-
never talk to me, but I thought it would be very.
It's because we
distant.
weren't close before, you remember? You
Because
know what I'm
think
saying?
about
Yeah.
all the people that. I'm going to talk about the guys that I've played with from a on previous baseball teams that haven't even been drafted, but they've went to like D1 level, and not that I was as close as them with I am with you, but they've completely cut. I mean, I don't talk to. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I mean,
it would have been easy for you to say, hey, you know what? Screw this. I don't even care about Kansas City. I'm down in Arizona. I'm doing my thing. I got my money.
like, you know, like when I was in Arizona, like, I was FaceTiming you all the time.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, I was FaceTiming, like, all the people from back home, and, like,
Mm-hmm.
they asked me, like, how it was, but I'm like, sometimes I just be like, I don't even want to talk about it. I just want to talk about, like, what's going on at home, like,
Yeah.
all that stuff. How's that going?
Yeah.
How's your school going? Stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
but
100%.
that's just me.
Congrats, dude.
Yeah,
Thank
100%.
you. Appreciate you
Congratulations,
guys.
buddy.
All right, let's take the
Let's take it to Dubs.
off of me.
What was
Dubsy,
about to say about me?
you want to go first again?
I'll go first. I mean, I was hoping we'd all go in order, but, like, I guess that was consensus on Carter, pretty
Yeah.
much. Dubs.
Do you need me to say something about Carter?
if you want. I don't care.
I mean, kind of like him. I mean, we really weren't super close prior to you this past summer, but I'm glad we have gotten close. One thing that I, just looking at you from an outside, I respect how you handled the noise going through your high school baseball season. I know that you had a lot of people, a lot of eyes on you, people coming to watch you at the games.
Stressful,
and just
I'm sure.
watching you keep your composure in those atmospheres. It's a great thing to watch, and I'm proud of you.
Appreciate it, man.
100%. All right, Hassan. Start on Dubsy.
Dubs? All right, Dubs. I've known you since 7th grade,
Mm-hmm.
and I think, every year we've all gotten a little mature, but this jump this year, you were like a whole different person in a good way.
100%.
I believe in bad change. So when you get off with people, you can be like, well, I've changed. I'm like, well, not all change is good change.
For example, I mean, like if like people in my situation, like we were just talking about, it's not always good.
Yeah.
You can go
Exactly.
100%.
Yeah, back to
Well, I think you super matured, and I mean, you got that gig at Arrowhead live, like knowing what you want to do. And actually going for it. Like, I feel like 2 years ago, even 2-3 years ago, no offense, because you would not have done that. But like your maturation throughout the year, your growth in our bond has just grown, and I'm very grateful. But
100%.
that is probably what I'm most proud of you for.
I would say, and it's going to be off of his again, because Hassan's kind of hitting the nail on the coffin here, but...
Well, he's going first.
Yeah. But, like, what I'd say is 2-3 years ago, you were very nonchalant, laid back. You knew what you wanted to do, but you never
wouldn't
took
act
the
on it.
necessary steps or an action. And maybe it's just because you've gotten older and you've gotten to the age to where that's available to you now. But, like, now that you have finally really strided out to your goals and really have gone forward and said, hey, you know what? No, I'm getting, either I'm going to Nebraska, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to, Arrowhead, I'm going to be a writer of this. So, yes, it is maturity. Yes, it is striving for your goals and all that stuff. But I think just overall, just going for it. Because when you were younger, like, you were just kind of nonchalant. You know what I mean? It was just like, it is what it is. But now you're just like, no, I'm doing this, and if I need to push Sam or Hassan or Carter by the side to get something done, which it kind of surprised Hassan and I there for a bit. No, it's not like that, but it just surprised Hassan and I there for a bit. We're like,
yeah, we were super shocked, but at the same time, we're like,
this is good.
Every time that he's like, we can't. I swear, like, not even making this up. I think you've probably been there. We're like, it sucks, but like he's actually doing something.
Yes, dude.
Every time you've not wanting to hang out with me, man.
Well, like I said earlier, I was like, it's okay to take a step back and get your stuff together.
Yep.
It's okay to disappear for a while and get your stuff together.
100%.
I learned that these last few months. Like, I needed to take a step back because I realized not everybody's for me. So it works.
I liked it. I'm glad it's just overall growth, and like obviously all of us are growing. I believe, but like just kind of what Hassan said, just hitting, just going for it, dude. So proud of you for that, for sure, 100%.
Dang. Like low key, like exactly what I was about to say. Like just like, I'll add a few things. Just like going for it, like going to get that thing with Arrowhead Live, and I mean, going and basically just knowing what you want to do and just going for it, because that takes a lot of courage. Like,
it does.
It's difficult. It's not easy to just say, you know what? No, I'm gonna do it. You can compare it to a lot of things, but like a lot of people don't, I guess, have the courage inside of them to really go for it and just go do it. So, to have that courage and everything like that is, it's impressive, and proud of you for that.
Yeah,
thank you.
Getting out of your comfort zone for sure. Like, I think that goes for everyone. Like, if you want something to change, you have to change something about yourself. And there's a lot of people that say, "Hey, I want to lose weight," but they don't change how they eat, or they don't work out, or so on and so forth. Well, I mean, it's true.
So, I think like the biggest
that's how I
thing
used to be.
Biggest thing from you though is that
You're a little chunker.
we're in community college, right?
Yep.
You stay there for 2 years, you get your degree, and you're out. But with Dubs he's like, I can see the determination because he's ready to get out right now.
He said, "Nah, 1 year of this, I'm out. Nope,
Man,
get me out of here."
I didn't even need 1 year to say I'm out.
But like,
Hey, Sammy.
I think that
Sammy. Sam.
You want to go?
You want one?
I think that is probably. I think out of our entire friend group, you have probably matured the most.
Oh, 100%.
And I'm not saying that you were
Nice
like.
catch.
That was nice. I'm not saying that before you were not as much. I think we're all in the same maturity, but you've just snapped out of it and you're like, let's go.
Thank you.
I'm not there yet. Like, I can say that. I don't think. Are you there yet? Yeah. But that's inspiring, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Look at
Made me
J-Dubs,
smile.
man.
Made me laugh.
What an inspiration, man.
All right, somebody else. I've been nailing the coffee.
Going on Sammy?
Somebody else.
Sammy
takes
now?
some.
This will be interesting. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm looking at Sammy right now. Through the tree. Who's gonna take it away?
Up to
Might
anybody.
as well keep the same order.
All right, Sammy. Dude, I think honestly, like I'm sorry if this hits home a bit, but I know you've gone through a lot of injuries.
God damn it.
And I know you probably physically it sucks, but I bet it hurts even more mentally.
Yeah.
Because then you're like, now maybe it's community college. I bet community college wasn't where you wanted to go.
No.
But you couldn't prove. I bet you have more to prove, but you couldn't.
JUCO Bandit, baby. He ain't
JUCO
done.
Bandit. But I think how you handled it mentally and physically, he's the one guy who's always in a good mood, really.
Try to be.
Yeah. So I think how you handled it physically was probably the best way to go about it. And that's probably, I think, through the whole year was probably your best. Your best circulation about it.
100%. Any of you guys?
I was just going to talk about that. I know you had a lot of noise going on, like him too. Obviously not quite as much, but I know at least for yourself, you had a lot of expectations built up for what you were going to do after high school. And obviously you ended up taking a different route due to outside circumstances that are out of your control.
Right.
But just the way that you handled it, and you were able to still finish out the season, although you were given limited opportunities, but that is out of your control.
Right.
But use those opportunities in order to show your skill set off, in order to get a scholarship to play college baseball. That's pretty good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's big ups, big ups.
Thank you.
Huge ups.
JUCO Bandits.
Yeah, the JUCO Bandit we all love. I mean, yeah, they pretty much hit it. I mean, going through all of the, I guess, injuries and stuff like that. I know it's hard. I can now tell that is not easy coming back from an injury. So, dealing with those, and really just kind of keeping a good mindset, like they said, through it it's definitely hard
Always
to have a
being
good
positive.
mindset, but being positive and knowing that I know you're a religious guy just like me, so being really
all part of God's plan.
really
That's
like
how we see it.
honestly, that's like you really put all your trust in Him. So I really like that about you, and you're always gonna. Also, another thing, you're always there for people.
Yeah, that's what I said. He's
Yeah.
always that. He's always that.
Like, I mean, you're never too busy for someone. So, really like that about you too. So, I mean, yeah.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I think
All
that's
right.
it.
Someone needs to
Hans
start
on?
off on a song.
No, that's it, really. We already know what we're going to say. I'm the best. I'm the GOAT, anyways.
No. Who wants to
Boy's
start
got
off
two
on a song?
cars.
No, I want to.
Yeah, we can go into you.
Yeah, let's go into you.
Hit me.
All right, Dubsy.
You want me to start?
You go ahead and start. See if you can hit the nail on it.
2021 for Hassan Aga. Man,
He's going to make me blush.
what a year. You had lots of ups, a lot of bright spots, a lot of happy moments. You also had some downfalls, some moments where you were questioning yourself, some moments where you were asking yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I putting myself through this? Why am I waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go sponge the fields at Creekside Baseball Park? But
You're welcome, Carter. We made those fields good for you.
yes, they were nice for the BJ games, the Van Johnson games.
Hey, yo.
Van Johnson games.
Oh, yeah, for those games that I was in the outfield. It was nice. It was great.
You're welcome.
You
Especially
had to
on
go
field
get
5.
your home run. Oh, actually, no, that went out on field 2.
All right, keep going.
Had a few of those.
Regardless, you showed this year that you're able to persevere and overcome obstacles that are some in your control and some out of your control. And I'm really proud that you were this dude out here farting.
Stinky.
Who did that?
but you were able
stanky,
to
man.
make the most of the hand that you'd been dealt. Like I said, you didn't have a great start to your year. You then had a better start. Then you then started trending upwards. And then you got real high in the sky, about senior skip day. And then he's going even higher. And then he started plateauing down, and then now you've made your way back up. And I think you've done so in a positive manner, in a way where you treat every day like it's your last, and you try and make the most of all of your opportunities that you've been given.
For sure.
I appreciate that.
All right, I'll go.
I'm going to cry.
I'll go. I'm going to say, along with him again, just because I like to tail along with everyone, but a lot of people, and you and I have had plenty of conversations about this, but a lot of people have a hard time with dealing with the cards that are dealt to them.
Yeah.
Especially because it's so easy for them to compare, you know, whatever it be, family issues, whatever the case may be, right?
Yeah.
So for you to...
Dude's got a freaking duck in his pants.
Barking spider over here, folks.
Good Lord.
That pizza.
For you to persevere and to be able to deal with that card that was dealt to you is phenomenal, because as for someone who also has a hard time with things that are dealt to them, or was always questioning, why me, why this, it's something to look up to for sure. And like, I know your situation, and I'm not going to say it, but like, you've obviously had a very shitty situation with whatever goes on in life. And I am just very, very proud of the way you've persevered and you've stayed even keel throughout everything. And so keep on going. And you know that all of us are, you know that all of us are here for you.
And not to even mention, this man can fly a plane now.
Hell yeah. Go after that license too.
But yeah, I mean, a lot like with Jake, like what I said about Jake, just going and getting it. I mean, yeah, waking up early, going to Creekside, sponging those fields, digging holes or whatever you got to do. But you literally, you just going and getting it, and you're like, and you're gonna go, whatchamacallit, you're gonna explore some new opportunities here coming up soon, and you're going after it. So, also takes a lot of courage to do. Proud of you for that. And then, I mean, yeah, just kind of continuing to grow and deal with the bad situations you're put in, and make the best out of it and continue to keep going. It's huge. So
yeah,
proud of you for that.
I think the biggest takeaway for this is
self-growth.
That and the mental aspect of it. And I'm just going to go off my situation, but like with my personal physical health issues, that takes a very traumatic toll on your brain and your mental health. And a lot of people, and I'm glad it's finally being spoken about. We touched on it with the Ryan Jeffers situation, but like,
it is a silent
it obviously it is, and it obviously has never gone to that point for me, but like, it is very yes, it can get to you. And so like, as long as you are mentally, I don't want to say stable, but as mentally strong throughout whatever you're going through, whether it be your situation, or Jake striding towards something, or Carter staying even keel and down to earth with his situation, like, you just have to, it's just all about mindset. And when you have that correct mindset, then you're going to eventually go places.
We are all going big, some of us faster than others.
Yep.
But we are going big places. Like, I know Jake will this time next year be in Nebraska. This time next year he'll be home.
Yeah, but
we might not be the same with Jake, but we all know at the end of the day.
Next year, this time I have some more tattoos.
Come on, man.
CJ might have a couple in the next episode
week.
after this.
I'm actually scheduled on Monday with Salvi's tattoo artist.
Yeah,
big up.
That's gonna be tough.
Where's it going?
It'll be on the forum right here, this big empty space. There's gonna be a lion right here at the top part, and a sun, some clouds shading it up.
I still think
these clouds right here, and then there's gonna be the 3 crosses right down here.
That's gonna be tough.
So, and I think I'm gonna add a verse under the crosses right around.
That'll be nice. I like it.
And I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna find a verse that me and my mom both like, so she can get it on her.
That's
and
cool.
Match tattoo. So
that's really cool.
Well, I like the odd switch. We switched that up a bit.
No, we did. And okay, I do want to point this out because a lot of you guys that are watching this is going to sit there and go, "Why the hell are they kissing each other's ass?" Because that's really what it looked. But in all honesty, it goes back to what Carter was saying. You got to be thankful for what you have, and I'm thankful for every single one of you guys. And this should be and I'm not saying we're perfect, but this should be a prime example of what you guys should be doing with either your parents, a friend of yours that's having a hard time. It doesn't matter who it is. Reach out, say, hey, you know what? I'm proud of you for doing this year, or I'm proud of you for accomplishing this or doing this, because you never know what's going on in people's lives.
You never know how much it's going to help them.
Exactly. One good thing could make their day or make their week or make their year.
Yeah, it can help bring them out of a tough spot. I mean, just by telling them, telling somebody you're proud of them for something.
Yeah, it changes a lot.
It changes a ton, and it really, can help somebody turn their life around if they're going the wrong direction.
100%.
And if you've made it this far, comment down below what you're most proud of that you did this year.
Yep.
Oh,
Meeting me. Not that I'm that big and all, but it's me.
But, I think I encourage you guys to do that.
Spread the positivity.
I really encourage you guys to do that. Just try to do it. Do one person every day. It doesn't have to be the same person. Just a new person every day. Just tell them they're proud. You don't even have to say go into depth. You can just text them and be like, hey, I was just thinking about you. Just want to say I'm proud of you for everything you've accomplished. All that. So,
or just a sweet thank you for being. I mean, I know a lot of you guys around Christmas time or around this time is going to be with your family. You could reach out and say something to your grandparents that you haven't.
Yeah, hug your grandparents a little tighter this year.
And if that's what COVID taught us, don't take shit for granted. Don't take your family for granted for sure, because that, and just health in general, time can change quick, and life can surprise you, and you never know when it's going to knock you on your ass. So make sure you hug your loved ones tight. And that's I don't know if you want to leave it off on that, but that's what I gotta
all
say.
Of us, I think we did. All of our friends, not including this table, we all have other friends. We all did great this year. It was pretty tough. It was pretty awesome.
Let's shout out our.
Did you want to talk about Christmas plans?
Well, that's true.
One more thing.
Let's shout out Vinny real quick. Can we shout out Vinny?
Yeah, Vinny, we're proud of you.
Let's do it for Vinny.
Let's do it for Vinny.
All right, we're gonna pretend the camera's Vinny.
All right.
Carter, you're his closest friend. You.
I gotta think. I gotta.
Already know.
I got one for Vinny.
I got one for Vinny.
I'm going after him.
No, you guys can go ahead.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm gonna go ahead.
I want to go this way. You went first. All the other ones.
I offered for you guys to go first.
I'll go second now.
Okay, I'll go.
Vinny, you're popular around at this table.
Alrighty. The one and only.
Better not take what I'm about to say.
I probably will. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know.
Are you about to take the Mizzou thing?
All right. Let's just go. All right. Vinny K, Vinward, Vinny K Golf, the golfer.
Vinny K FX.
Vinny K.
VK
Vince King GFX.
Yes. Vinny, I am proud of you for many things this year. One of them being your graphic design.
Awesome, dude.
100%.
I mean, it's crazy how far
we need to drop his something in the video.
We'll drop his Instagram,
his
all that stuff. I mean, he made.
Check his YouTube up here. If you have a YouTube,
he doesn't have
YouTube. Check his Twitter and Instagram up
here.
We can put his portfolio in the description.
We'll put it in there. Yeah, but all the stuff that you've done, you've grown a ton with it. And I mean, you've taken and you've ran with it. Resulting in your huge first, I guess, job going into graphic design with Mizzou and the athletic department. That's awesome. Really sick. I mean, to have your first gig kind of be with a huge D1 program is sick. So, and I know also you're, one of the most upbeat people I know. You're always happy. You're never sad. You always, if something bad happens, you take it off the chest, look down at it, say, screw you, keep going. So, really proud of you for a lot of things you've done, and especially a huge thank you for helping improve my golf game, because we all know at the beginning it was not pretty. So you've helped me with that also. You've just been one of those people that's always been for me or been there for me and helped me when I was down and being happy with me when I was up. So yeah, thank you for that.
I think Vince was probably your day one.
He really is. I've known him for a long time. We've never had a fall off, nothing like that. No. So,
all right,
you want next? Or you want me to go?
I'm just gonna piggyback off all you guys. You pretty much hit it.
Well, Vinny K.
This is not a love
I would
letter,
like
by the way.
what?
Is this a love letter?
No. I like to think that you and I came up at the same time. We were both the marketing and media savvy people at Park Hill.
Mm-hmm.
The Thunder fans.
The OKC intertwined Thunder fans. I still remember whenever you would send me all of your rough drafts for all of your graphic designs and say, is this good? Is this bad? Is this good? And I would give you feedback, even if you didn't like to hear it. We ran the bar stool together at Park Hill. That was a lot of communicating back and forth, bouncing ideas off each other. So I'm really proud of you that you landed that gig with Mizzou and you're able to do great things like I know you have, or that I know you can accomplish. And it's been a joy to see how far you've came since sitting in Mag's class or
Shout out Mags.
driving back from a tough away game thinking, how are we going to deal with the Twitter reaction on Twitter after this? Or potentially roasting another rival school or something like that. The list is endless, but Vinny K, I'm proud of you, man. You got a bright future.
Yep.
Facts.
All right. Well, I'm for sure proud of your graphic design, but I'm also proud in a smaller scale way, like Carter's situation, of keeping your guys around. Because you could have easily said, I know you come back, but you could have easily said, hey, you know what? No, I got my group of people in Mizzou. I don't really need to care about these guys. Maybe not the situation
And
with
at
Carter,
State.
but for me, Hassan, and Jake, I think that's
Hey,
true
same
for us
for me
to say.
too.
Yeah, and Carter as well. So thank you for keeping us around. Thank you for being you. And you, like Jake said, you got a bright future, especially in graphic design. You got to keep striving for your goals. Keep going for it, dude, because we all, I mean, you're gonna see some of his work whenever you guys click on this link again. We're gonna throw it back up twice.
Y'all are gonna be surprised.
You guys will be shocked
His
that
stuff
this is
is
a
nuts.
18-year-old doing this stuff, and he's been doing it for what,
3 or 4 years.
3 or
at
4
least.
years?
I remember when you had to buy your graphics package on Photoshop, and I remember you trying to convince Susan to pay for that. And that was a whirlwind.
And now look where we are.
Yeah, now look where you are.
Making graphics for a large D1.
Yeah,
It's
it's an
like
SEC
It's
program.
really-
SEC program. That's crazy.
Top dog. So keep going, Vinny. I appreciate you, buddy.
Vinny, I mean, they pretty much hit all the points, but you and I, I don't think we've ever been, I don't think you and I have ever hung out one-on-one compared to these guys. But I still appreciate you. I still appreciate that you're in my life, in my circle. I really believe that you're day one. I mean, we've been playing Fortnite since, we was in the hood, so it's been
Those
real.
late Fortnite
Since
nights.
Hassan was in the basement,
So
in
it was
the codes.
basement, in the clothes. But I mean, Vinny, all the stuff you've done, especially landing that gig, is insane, and big ups to you, man.
Yeah, shout out for getting me on Fortnite, by the way. I remember. I'm just
I
going to tell
remember
this
Jake
story.
brought me to Fortnite. Sam brought Vinny. Look at us,
Yeah,
friend group.
Vinny
Boom.
texted me. He goes, well, actually, we're in Gagner's class, freshman year. He
Joe
looks at me-
Gagner.
He looks at
Hey.
me. He goes, hey, you seen this new game Fortnite? He shows me a video. All right, I'll download it. Is it that big? No, it's a small game. Ever since then,
30.5 million gigabytes
Boy been
later.
cranking 90s ever since.
30.5
man.
million gigabytes. And let's see, 100,
A
200,
bunch of
300,
money
400,
spent on
500,
V-Bucks
600,
later.
maybe over $1,000 spent.
No,
Thank
I've
you.
definitely done that.
I was going to say so.
All right, one more thing. The thing I'm most thankful for with Vinny and most grateful for is that one day in middle school, he comes up to me. He's like, "Play basketball, right?" "Yeah, I play basketball." "What are you doing this weekend?" Nothing. Probably just gonna play Black Ops 2 or something. And he's like, "You want to come play with my team?
With the Cobras?
You can come play with my team called Cobras. You got a tournament. Really, come play with us. It'd be a lot of fun." "Yeah, let's do it. Let me get your it's Snapchat.
Let me get
or
your mom's
Instagram
phone
or
number.
Whatever." "Yeah, I'll ask my dad." So, and I mean, after that, played basketball with each other, played sports with each other. I mean, that's really what kind of sparked our friendship. And I think if you don't come up to me that day, things would probably be different. So, yeah.
And like I said before, we're shouting out our team, if you want to call it. So if you feel,
Hassan's
if you're watching this and you say, hey, you know what, trust me, we're all thankful for you here, and we're thankful for you guys watching us.
It's just more like we've all had a tough year.
Yes.
In our own different aspects. And
Everybody,
respectful
including
aspects.
you that is watching.
Yeah, so it's good to reflect our ups and downs in the middle.
Mhm.
It's something that's
exact-
needed.
It is.
It's really
Hey,
needed.
honestly, if any of you guys feel like you don't have somebody to talk to like that,
hit us up.
Hit us up on Instagram, something like that. DM us.
Twitter,
We will
whatever.
respond.
I'm available 24/7. Twitter, Tinder, Instagram,
Hey,
Snapchat.
Hey, don't forget about Bumble.
Oh no.
All right, but yeah, seriously, like, I mean, I don't know about these guys if they just delete a lot of their DMs, but I look at every single one of them. I mean, no matter
I can
who it
just see
is,
all
I
the
look at
bots.
them. I
try
I try to respond to every single one of them, and usually I do. So, I mean, if you guys ever need anything, really need someone to talk to, just hit us up. We for sure got you.
We're friendly, I promise.
From us
We
to
don't
you
bite.
guys. Thank you
I don't know
guys.
about Naughty over there. He's been naughty.
Yeah, he's been naughty.
He's been naughty.
Hey, yo!
As he turns and gets a lip bite.
Hey, yo.
Do that again, dude. What
Look at the
Bite
camera
his
do it again.
All right, Hassan, close us out,
All right, guys. I
light
think
skin face.
this is a big ups for us. Congrats to all of us.
Great
We
year,
can do another
2021. More ups to 2022.
Graduated high school, started college, got drafted. We just finished college for our first semester. My last finals tomorrow, and then this is Christmas Eve when they see this.
I was going to say, Merry Christmas, Happy
Merry
Holidays.
Thank you guys
Happy
for watching.
Have a good 2022. We will
This
see
will
you
do.
in 2022, I believe.
Facts.
Oh, no, we got
Ball dropping vlog coming soon.
We don't know yet.
We don't know. We'll let you know.
Possibly.
Possibly. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Merry
Yes,
Christmas,
appreciate
Happy
you guys.
Holidays.
We'll be live in New
Ding
York City.
dong.